What's up, guys? I just got my speed engineering LS swap headers for your 3rd gen. These were 380 shipped with gaskets. Just show you how they come out of the box. Alright, so I did order the MLS gaskets and the bolt kit. They're multi-layer steel, so they're like 3-4 layers. These, never ran these. And I have MLS gaskets, but they're from GM. I'm also running speed engineering headers on my 4th gen outside, so that was what inspired me to get these. I literally just sold my Racing Innovation headers because I didn't really like the way they fit, and the welds and metal quality, everything there was just kind of a joke. Oh, it looks like they gave us some paper gaskets too. These aren't paper, these are metal, composite as well. Alright. First things first, they curve a lot more than the Racing Innovation headers. Those ones tend to like come down straight and then swoop back. Not so much of this, which is nice because I think your starter and everything's right here. The outside welds, pretty good quality. It's dimes are stacked pretty well, and then and the exhaust, they look pretty good as well. Inside, not too much of a lip on this one, kind of. This one's very minimal. Overall, I'm pretty happy with it, considering the little amount of money I spent on them. Not too sure how they're gonna fit. The Racing Innovation headers, you get quite a bit of welding build, and I mean a lot. I'm saying at least ½ an inch all the way around. It's ridiculous. It's one of the things I didn't like about it. Here's header number dos. I mean, you can tell that somebody took the time to grind the insides on this one. This one's a lot better. This one's not even bad at all. It's really not too bad. I mean, this area is kind of bad, but where this is built up, it's not. It doesn't really. Big deal. No, these are nice. I'd say they're about the same weight as the Racing Innovation headers. They're pretty good looking. I'll throw them in the car and see how they fit. The racing innovation headers, you get quite a bit of welding build, and I mean a lot. I'm saying at least half an inch all the way around. It's ridiculous. It's one of the things I didn't like about it. Here's header number dos. I mean, you can tell that somebody took the time to grind the insides on this one. This one's a lot better. This one's not even bad at all. It's really not too bad. I mean, this area is kind of bad, but where this is built up, it's not. It doesn't really. It's not a big deal. No, these are nice. I'd say they're about the same weight as the Racing Innovation headers. They're pretty good looking. I'll throw them in the car and see how they fit. Here's header number dos. I mean, you can tell that somebody took the time to grind the insides on this one. This one's a lot better. Alright, so we're just going to slide this in from the top. The starter is removed already, so it makes it a little bit easier. And I don't have a transmission in right now, so yeah, that helps too. Go too far because now I can't get it back. Motherfucker. Literally, the header just fell into the spot and I cannot get it out. It is pinched between the K-member, my oil pan, and the block. And it's like everywhere there's something blocking it from moving a certain direction. And it literally just slid in this position. But I can't twist it any direction. It can't go down, and it can't go up. Fucking pissed. Alright, so I took off the coil packs and it fell. Alrighty. No, it's terrible. Okay. So with this side, granted these are LS swap headers, so I'm going to assume most of you guys aren't running air conditioning, and if you are, this might be a little harder for these headers because I'm not running them. They're AC. I've got, you know, my firewalls cleaned up. It's not so bad. Side went on pretty decently. I'm going to tighten it up and then I'm going to start on the other one, and then we'll go under and check how good it really fits in there. But so far, judging from the top, once it's tightened all the way, looks like it'll be off the K-member. It's not rubbing any of the you know, the frame down there at all, any of the rails. So they look like these fit pretty good. My Speed Engineering header ones, the whole reason I got rid of those, or sorry, Racing Innovation. The reason I got rid of the Racing Innovations is because down there I was rubbing. Alright, so for my driver's side, it's going to be a little different. I do have an Astro steering shaft. I got that from off one of the users off a Facebook group. I changed my brake proportioning valve, so at one point all my brake lines were off. I kind of bent them around the steering shaft, so that might be a little different. And then this is also a 4th gen booster and master, so this might be a little different for you guys. Also with my UMI solid motor mounts, I'm not too sure if they sit higher than the rest. I'm going to try this side first with the spark plugs on and see if this will go. As of right now, I'm thinking I'm going to, what am I hitting on? So I'm hitting on the solid motor mounts right now. Kind of just, master cylinder lines are pretty flexible, so you can maneuver around them. There we go. Alright, so now we're down here. Looks like I'm gonna have to undo my my coil packs. Alright, so this is removed. I'm being lazy. I'm not touching my fuel line. So, say I'm going to go ahead and say that this has to have the drive shaft, or the steering shaft removed to go in. I've got Speed Engineering headers on my 4th gen, and I had to remove those as well. Oh, actually, just kidding. Just kidding. So, cool. We were able to do these with the spark plugs on and the steering shaft in, so that's real nice. Okay, so this side is all tight. I just want to show you guys the spark plug clearances. This one's nice out of the way. This one's nice out of the way. They all look nice and out of the way, so you shouldn't have any problems running sockets in of them. None of them seem to be running under the primaries. And on the passenger side, they're all super good. I don't know, well, you can see this one's good, this one's good, this one's good. This one is kind of shitty. You should still be able to run a socket through it. They're no problem. So from the top, clearance wise, pretty happy with them. I mean, they look good. On this side, they more than you have more than enough room for your starter. That'll clear that pretty well. This side, super stoked. They're super far away from the frame rails, so my brake lines, they're nice and out of the way. My fuel line, we're gonna go under there and look at it right now, but I can already tell this is 10 times better than the Racing Innovations. Now keep in mind, I don't have a transmission on this right now, so a lot of questions as far as, you know, do these clear the bell housing? Alright, so this is the driver's side. We've got probably like 4 or 5 inches up top, and then down the bottom at the collector, it's under the frame. It's like it lines up pretty well, but you should have no problems bolting up to that. And then, you know, with clearance wise, and then on the passenger side, this was the side that was a real big problem for me with my Racing Innovation headers. Trying to squeeze under here with you. Just while we're under here, that's the O2 collector. It goes straight up, so it should avoid the trans. This side looks to be a little tighter. With my Turbo 400, it's a big bitch. So this side might rub. I'll post more photos later for sure. But I think it'll be okay. If anything, it might point towards the collector. But the O2 bums aren't in bad spots at all. And then from this angle, you can see it's still pretty good. So these were literally bent up against the frame on my last ones. You can almost see right here. Where's my finger at? Sorry. Yeah, actually you can't see. But it used to, the Racing Innovations, they came out about 4 inches longer. Now I can completely see where they scraped in. That's a little more info for you. But all in all, this is where your starter will go. Starter clearance is super good. Really happy with the way these turned out. I mean, they look good. Ground clearance is, you can see, ignore that brake line. That'll be pushed back up. But they might stick down an inch, maybe an inch and a quarter past the oil pan, but really not bad at all. So pretty happy with the product. You know, they got good prices on eBay, so as of right now, I really recommend these. You know, this car right here has been running them for 2 years now, and I've got 0 complaints. The collector design's kind of shitty, just because it did use the clamps, but that's because I bought their Y pipe. With this car, I'm going to have my own custom X pipe made, so I won't have that problem. But yeah, so definitely recommend these. I think that'll be it on the headers for today. If you guys have any questions or any requests, anything you want me to look at, just let me know. Send me a message, follow, give me a thumbs up, whatever. But yeah, so I will update once I get the transmission in. I might do that later today, actually. I don't know. Anyways, thanks for watching.